Welcome to Comfy Hour number 2. So it's a little after midnight. We're going to have a midnight snack and a chit chat. Alright? So we're going to have a midnight snack and a chit chat. Now, I want to talk to y'all about a few things, actually. So, we're just going to get that menu right there. Okay, we're going to get a little more. Yeah. So it's a midnight snack and a chit chat. And Pringles. Whew. You guys should sponsor me. Alright. So, got my flavored water. Purified water with Kool-Aid in it. Literally, it has Kool-Aid in it. 99.9, remember? So, yeah. Sometimes it has Gatorade. But tonight, we're doing Kool-Aid and Pringles. So, I want to tell y'all about my DNA test. Because it's taken forever to get my results back from Ancestry.com. I've reached out to another place. Now, these places are hopefully top of the line. I haven't bought the DNA kit yet, because I'm still trying to talk to them to see how much this shit costs. I'm also mad that it's been almost 2 months, and Ancestry can't tell me how much Native American I have in me. And before you go saying, looks like a lot, looks are deceiving. But I am 3 parts of a whole. And the problem is, the Native American part. So, I did Google it. I found another company besides MyHeritage and 23andMe. I don't know which one is the better one. But I'm trying to find out. Because, 3 months. I need to find out. Period. Now, I know DNA doesn't work like our TV. 24 hours and all that bullshit. Because it's not a paternity test. Alright? However, I'm not trying to find out where the hell my ancestors around the world came from. I just want to know what damn tribe my ancestor came from. Let me tell you why. Many years ago, I was at McGuire. I was getting a checkup, and I was getting a possible cancerous mole removed, which was not cancerous, thank God. Anyway, I had to get it removed because it was never on my body before I got in the Army. It popped out my body after I got out of the Army. So I was a little worried. So I was ready to go back home. I stopped the store inside the thing before you check out to get your cash voucher or whatever. Because if you go from Charlottesville to Richmond, they pay you, supposedly. I didn't get paid for the last 2 times I was down there. And one of the last times I was down there is when this happened. So I'm talking with this guy who's part black and part Native. So at first, before I ever thought about it, because there are rumors in certain cities and certain states that if you're at least half Native, like 50%, you can go to school for free. Kind of found out those are still just rumors, so I don't know those states or those cities, and please let me know. Now, This is where shit gets complicated. I would have not begun this journey if not for this guy. This is like the furthest thing from my mind. And now that I'm on this journey, I'm kind of at that what the fuck were you thinking point. Well, as I said, I'm sitting there, I'm talking to this guy. I was talking about how much native I am. And I kept telling him, I said, dude, it's probably not that much. And he goes, you need to contact the American Bureau of Indian Affairs. Or the Bureau of Native American Affairs. Or something in that nature. And I said, well, I know what my grandmother was. Or at least what I was told. And I'm thinking to myself, why is he telling me this shit? So he used to tell me, because you know, you need to get registered with your tribe and pick all kinds of benefits and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, fine. So, because I'm one of those people, you know, if you talk to me enough, sometimes I will just agree with you just to agree with you. And I actually agree with them because I was serious about agreeing with them. Because I didn't get to grow up with any Cherokee heritage or any of that shit. Except for the stories that my great-grandmother told me. Other than that, I know nothing. And stories are stories. This is what they had to say to me. I called them. I explained to them what the guy told me. He said, that's fine and dandy. And to be honest, we don't really give a damn how much Native American blood you have in you, but you have to have some in you. But even if you are a descendant of a Native American, you have to be accepted by a tribe to be classified as a registered Native American. I'm like, he never told me any of this shit. And so we did a deep dive and started talking and talking and talking. And then they told me, over the phone, that they would not help me until I got a DNA test. Yeah. So, I'm like, okay. I kind of just really want to know how much Native American blood I have in me. Most of it was for school, so it'll be a little bit cheaper for me to pay for my classes or whatever. However, one, he didn't prepare me for how rude they would be. Because their customer service sucks. Like, straight up. Maybe I caught somebody on a bad day. But their customer service sucked. Or two, you know, the lady on the phone was telling me, you know, you can be full blood and still not be registered as a Native American because if you didn't grow up on the resi, they have no records of you, etc., etc. I'm thinking to myself, how does this happen? But apparently it does happen. Apparently it's happened more than once. For them to being such a big tissy about it. Gatorade, it's Thursday. Obviously the Kool-Aid didn't get anything. Anyway. So I'm on this journey because, one, it's important. Two, if it's going to help me, I need it. And three, I got to thinking about like how many times I have been passed over for acting jobs because no one knows what the fuck I am. Now I don't have a problem playing Native American. But before I do that, I would like some tribe to make sure it's okay. Now I don't want to just jump in, oh, well, he's half Native American, so he thought it was okay. Look, I've been playing the black role all my life and ain't never been given a shot as a black man. As a mixed man, it hasn't been working out for me either. Because people aren't writing stories about people like me living in the world. I don't know why. We do exist, but, you know, there's no Hollywood movies about a guy who's mixed and has grandparents and all this other stuff. And I mean, Three Ninjas was close, but it wasn't like about Native Americans and blacks. It was like Japanese and white dudes. So, I mean, it was close, but I'm not Japanese. I'm also not Chinese. But if Turnabout is fair play and two of my favorite actresses who are Chinese can play Native Americans, then I can play Chinese. Just not all the way in the face. Anyway, yeah, Joan Chen and Vivian Wu played Native Americans. Anyway, one was in Tales from the Crypt, that was Vivian Wu, and one was in On Deadly Ground, that was Joan Chen. Okay, now granted, they got the roles probably because it would make money, alright? But both of those women are 100% Chinese. Anyway, that being said, moving on, and I love both those women together, I am a mutt. You know what? I am 1000% a mutt. And I have a problem with that. But I needed to find out, because I needed to know. Not just for my sake of mine and for school, but mostly for what comes with being a Native American. And I'm not talking like benefits and shit like that, because they don't have any real benefits, because every treaty that's ever been given to them has been turning the knife in their backs for centuries. And it would also help me be more in touch with my great grandmother Ada's family side. Alright? Now, as my Uncle Bruce used to say whenever he got in trouble, the old Native American woman's coming around the block. And she would always, I guess she and Bruce just didn't get along. And my Aunt Ruth and I had a conversation about my grandma Ada. And my grandma Ada liked the light-skinned grandkids. I don't know. I don't remember. I just know that she was gone by the time I was 12. So, it was crazy. But I would like to have gotten to know her brother John. I would like to have gotten to know any of my cousins that came from his distinctive line of the family. And I don't. I don't have a way of reaching to them, which is another reason why I wanted to know. And, I've searched PowHeight.com or whatever, or PoWhite, whatever, and I can't find shit about Native Americans there. And then I found out that Cherokee is like an off branch of Iroquois, which only made things worse for me. And then I found out that Cherokee were basically forced into Oklahoma and North and South Carolina. I'm like, okay, well, maybe she's not Cherokee because there's no Cherokee reservation in Virginia. And how the hell did she get to Virginia? Was she always in Virginia? And then I did like a search at the library, and they have her marked as mulatto. So I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, a lot of things that has been done wrong to Native Americans in this country is one of the other reasons why I need to find my heritage. And like I said, Ancestry has taken forever. And I have a lot of black and a lot of white and a mysterious DNA. But they won't tell me what the fuck it is. So I'm like, okay, look, you guys had my DNA long enough to know what the fuck this shit is. You've had it going on 3 months. The results have not changed. Like, at all. And it's like still pending or whatever. So this is why I am going to contact either 23andMe, My Heritage, or something else. Because at this point, one of these son bitches got to find out. And I don't have all damn millennium to wait to find out. I mean, I'm going to be 48 years old next month. So I don't have time for this shit. Let me know what the fuck I am. And I'm not talking down to the genetic markers of where they fucking came from. Just let me know. How much Native American do I have? It doesn't have to, you don't have to go to everything of whatever. But if I have any at all, I'd like to know. Because I need to know. Because sometimes what you're told might not be the truth. And I was told we were part Cherokee on both sides, so I need to know. And then a lot of people have told me that Native American DNA is the hardest to track. I'm like, I don't understand how that fucking is a problem, but, other people have seemed to have done it, so what is the fucking problem here? But yeah, and it could be like they might be holding out to try to make me pay to join them or whatever. And I got this thing as a gift, so I don't want to have to pay like $150 for you to go ahead and find out the rest of what I am. Just tell me what the hell I am. If you're holding out for that, in that case, then you don't ever have to worry about me ever doing ancestry anymore. And then I'll just go to the other genetic forms because I'm gonna have to go to them anyway. Because otherwise, I'm never gonna fucking know. Because ancestry, it seems like they're trying to take like for a fucking year to analyze what the fuck I am. All you do is spit in a fucking tube. How hard is it to take spit out of a tube? Anyway, the other ones I have a swab. So I'm gonna try and contact them and see what their process is. That being said, thank you guys for watching. This is Comfort Habit number 2. Please go watch my other videos. Be seeing ya. And no, I won't because I can't stop the damn video.